Boker Tov, good morning, Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom.
Zeyom Adonai, Nagila v'nismechavo. This is God's day. Let us rejoice and be glad in it. Rejoice as we celebrate with Stephanie and her family as she is called up to the Torah, as she acts as our Shaliach Tzibur, the agent of this congregation, leading our voices, our thoughts, our hearts, our hopes heavenward. That we are able to be fully focused in the sacred space at the sacred time. I want to direct your attention to our prayer book, Mishkan Tefillah. That would be the thin blue volume in your pews. If you are in one of the first of the back pews, go ahead and look in the pew right in front of you. You might have to take a step or two forward, but you're going to be able to grab one. If you grabbed one and it feels like it weighs 100 pounds, you grabbed the wrong one. You want the thin blue volume. If you've never worshiped with us before, a few words on how to follow along. First of all, you'll notice that this book goes the Hebrew direction from front to back. You will see that all of the Hebrew has been transliterated, has been rendered into English characters for your convenience. So if you've never worshiped Hebrew before, or if you have, but it's been a while, I hope you will not feel intimidated, but will instead feel encouraged to participate. You'll also see that much of the English is either italicized or indented or otherwise indicated that we should all read together. And my hope this morning is that we do read together, sing together, pray together, that we're able to lift up our voices, all of us, to God. Shabbat is a sacred time. This is a sacred space. With that in mind, I'm going to ask that if we have our cell phones with us, and who doesn't these days, that we go ahead and take them out of our pocket or our purse and silence them. And that we refrain from using them throughout the service. The only text we've got today is the text that God provides in Torah. We may feel called, but not on our phones. And the only images that we should have are not going to come from Instagram or Snapchat, but are the images that are going to come from what we experience, what we see, what we participate in, all of us together in this moment. Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom.
Our service begins on page 172 as we rise for the singing of Ma Tovu.
Ma tovu alecha Yaakov, Ohalecha Yaakov, Mishkenotecha Yisrael. Ma tovu Ohalecha Yaakov, Ohalecha Yaakov, Mishkenotecha Yisrael. Va'ani berov chastecha Avo beitecha eshtachave el heichal kodshecha beiratecha ma tovu ohalecha Yaakov ohalecha Yaakov Mishkenotecha Yisrael Ma tovu Ohalecha Yaakov, Ohalecha Yaakov, Mishkenotecha Yisrael.
We continue on page 173. Blessed are you, Adonai our God, sovereign of the universe. With divine wisdom you have made our bodies, combining veins, arteries, and vital organs into a finely balanced network. Wondrous maker and sustainer of life, were one of them to fail, how well we are aware. We would lack the strength to sustain life before you. Blessed are you, Adonai, source of our health and strength.
Baruch atah Adonai, Rofeh chol basar umafli la'asot.
We call Stephanie's sister Danny forward to lead us in Elohai Neshama, the prayer for our souls.
Page 174.
The soul that you have given me, O God, is pure. You created and formed it, breathed it into me, and within me you sustain it. So as long as I have breath, therefore, I will give thanks to you, my God, and the God of all ages, source of all being, love guide of every human spirit.
Baruch atah Adonai, asher biado nefesh kol chai, veruach kol basar ish.
We continue with Nisim B'chol Yom, prayers for everyday miracles on 175.
Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, asher natan lasech vivina, lehavchin ben yom uvein laila.
Praise to you,
Adonai our God, sovereign of the universe, who has given us the ability to distinguish
day from night.
Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, pokeach ivrim.
Praise to you, Adonai our God, sovereign of the universe, who opens the eyes of the blind.
Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, matir asurim.
Praise to you, Adonai our God, sovereign of the universe, who frees the captive.
Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, zokef kefufim.
Praise to you, Adonai our God, sovereign of the universe, who lifts up the fallen.
Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, rokah haaretz al hamayim.
Praise to you, Adonai our God, sovereign of the universe, who stretches the earth over the waters.
Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, hamechin metzedei gaver.
Praise to you, Adonai our God, sovereign of the universe, who strengthens our steps.
Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, malbish arumim.
Praise to you, Adonai our God, sovereign of the universe, who clothes the naked.
Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, hanoten la ya'ef koach.
Praise to you, Adonai our God, sovereign of the universe, who gives strength to the weary.
Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, hama'avir sheina me'enai utenuma me'af apai.
Praise to you, Adonai our God, sovereign of the universe, who removes sleep from the eyes, slumber from the eyelids.
Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, she'asani b'tzelem Elohim.
Praise to you, Adonai our God, sovereign of the universe, who has made me in the image of God.
Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, she'asani ben chorin.
Praise to you, Adonai our God, sovereign of the universe, who has made me a Jew.
Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, she'asani Yisrael.
Praise to you, Adonai our God, sovereign of the universe, who has made me a Jew.
Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, ozer Yisrael bigvura.
Praise to you, Adonai our God, sovereign of the universe, who guides Israel with strength.
Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, oter Yisrael betifara.
Praise to you, Adonai our God, sovereign of the universe, who crowns Israel with splendor. Blessed are you, Adonai our God, sovereign of the universe, who hallows us with mitzvot, commanding us to engage with words of Torah. Adonai our God, make the words of your Torah sweet to us and the house of Israel, your people, that we and your children may be lovers of your name and students of your Torah. We praise you, O God, teacher of the Torah to our people Israel.
Baruch atah Adonai, hamelamed Torah le'amo Yisrael.
These are things that are limitless, of which a person enjoys the fruit of the world, while the principle remains in the world to come. They are honoring one's father and mother, engaging in deeds of compassion, arriving early for study morning and evening, dealing graciously with guests, visiting the sick, providing for the wedding couple, accompanying the dead for burial, being devoted in prayer, and making peace among people. But the study of Torah encompasses them all. Our service continues on page 194.
Yitgadal ve'yitkadash shemei Rabbah.
Amen.
Be'alma divrach hirutei be'amlich malchutei b'chayechon u'b'yomechon u'b'chayer chol beit Yisrael ba'agala u'bizman kariv v'imru Amen. Yehi shmei Rabba mevarach le'alam ulal me'al maya. Yitbarach ve'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitromam v'yitnasei ve'yitadar ve'yitaleh ve'yithalal shemei dekudesha
Brichu.
Le'ela min kol birchata ve'shirata tushbechata v'nechemata da'amiran be'alma v'imru Amen.
Let's all rise.
Baruchu et Adonai hamevorach. Baruch Adonai hamevorach, hamevorach le'olam va'ed. Hamevorach, hamevorach le'olam va'ed.
Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, yotzer or u'varei choshech, osei shalom u'varei et hakol, hameir la'aretz v'ladarim aleha barachamim, uvtuvo mechadesh b'chol yom tamid ma'aseh b'reishit. Ma rabu ma'asecha Adonai, kulam b'chochma asita, mal'ah ha'aretz kinyanecha, titbarach Adonai Eloheinu, al shevach ma'aseh yadecha, ve'al me'orei or she'asita yifa'arucha sela, or chadash al Tzion ta'ir, v'nizkeh chulanu mehera le'oro, baruch atah Adonai, yotzer ha'me'orot. Page 199. O God, inspiration and guide for all, you have spoken in 1,000 tongues for us to hear. In every land and every age, your children have heard you and imagined you in separate ways. And yet, O God, you are one, unifier of humanity.
We give thanks for the sages and teachers who bring us understanding of your will. Gratefully we recall the lawgivers and prophets, the psalmists and sages of Israel. And joyfully we remember that from the dawn of Israel's life, we would turn to you and find purpose.
May the teachings of our ancestors live on in our minds and their passion for righteousness stir our hearts. Help us to live so that our daily conduct reveals the beauty and wisdom of your truth. Baruch atah Adonai, haocher b'amo Yisrael b'ahava.
Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Baruch Shem Kevod Malchuto Le'olam va'ed.
Please be seated. Let's join together in the Ve'ahavta on page 201.
ואהבת את אדוני אלוהיך בכל לבבך ובכל נפשך ובכל מאודיך. והיו הדברים האלה אשר אנוכי מצווך היום על לבבך, ושיננתם לבניך, ודיברת בם, בשבתך בביתך, ובלכתך בדרך, ובשוכבך ובקומך, וקשרתם לאות על ידיך, והיו לטוטפות בין עיניך, וכתבתם על מזוזות ביתך ובשעריך, למען תזכרו ועשיתם את כל מצוותי, והייתם קדושים לאלוהיכם. אני אדוני אלוהיכם, אשר הוצאתי אתכם מארץ מצרים, להיות לכם לאלוהים. אני אדוני אלוהיכם. אדוני אלוהיכם, אמן.
Page 203. Let's read together. Sing the song of men and women joined in understanding and respect, the song of God's miracles, an earth protected and cherished, a gift for our children and the generations to come, the song of a land once ravished by war, now quiet and content, her soldiers home to leave no more, the song of a world redeemed, the song of peace.
מי כמוך באלים אדוני, מי כמוך נדר בקודש, נורא תהילות עושי פלא, נורא תהילות עושי פלא, שירה חדשה שיבחו גאולים, לשמך לשמך על שפת הים, יחד כולם הודו הודו, והמליכו ואמרו, אדוני ימלוך לעולם ועד, אדוני ימלוך לעולם ועד, אדוני ימלוך לעולם ועד, אדוני ימלוך לעולם ועד.
Let's rise now together for the Amidah.
Adonai sefatai tiftach ufi agi tehilatecha. Adonai, open up our lips, let our mouths may declare your praise. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu, Elohei Avotenu v'Imotenu, Elohei Avraham, Elohei Yitzchak, v'Elohei Yaakov, Elohei Sarah, Elohei Rivka, Elohei Rachel, v'Elohei Leah, Ha'el Hagadol, Hagibor ve'Hanorah, El Elyon, Gomer Chasadim Tovim, Bekonei Hakol, וזוכר חסדי אבות ואימהות, ומביא גאולה לבני בניהם, למען שמו באהבה. מלך חוזר ומושיע ומגן, ברוך אתה אדוני, מגן אברהם ועזרת שרה.
Let's read together, starting at the bottom of page 207. You are the open door that beckons me in. Peeking around the door frame, I begin to enter into your glory. You move me forward, O Eternal, to step beyond self-made boundaries. Lift my foot over the threshold that I might abide with you. In the house of the Eternal I found my questions. Waiting to be posed, they filled me with wonder. Sit with me, eternal teacher. Encourage my seeking. As I fill my hours with your mitzvot, so shall I be filled. Send me through your doors, stretching up to honor your name, sharing out this wonder, enriching myself in the giving. Blessed are you, Adonai, who gives life to all. Baruch atah Adonai, mechayeh hakol.
Ekadesh et shimcha ba'olam, keshem shemakdishim oto bishmei marom, hakatuv al yad neviecha, vekara ze el ze ve'amar, kadosh, 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 Adonai Tzebaot, melech ol haaretz, kevodo. Adir, adirenu, Adonai, Adonenu, ma'adir shimcha bechol haaretz, baruch kevod Adonai mikol. Echad hu Eloheinu, hu Avinu, hu Malkeinu, hu Moshi'enu, vehu Yashmi'enu, berachamav le'enei kol chai. Ani Adonai Elohechem, Yimloch Adonai le'olam, Elohai Tzion, ledor vador. Hallelujah. Ledor vador nagid godlecha, ulenetzach netzachim krushatcha nagdish. Beshivachacha Eloheinu, mipinu lo yamush, leolam va'ed. Baruch atah Adonai, ha'el ha'kadosh.
Please be seated.
Top of 211. Yismechu, Yismechu, ve'malachutecha, shomrei Shabbat ve'korei oneg. Yismechu, Yismechu, ve'malachutecha, shomrei Shabbat ve'korei oneg. Amekachei shevi, kulam yisbe'u ve'yitangu mitovecha. Yismechu, Yismechu, ve'malachutecha, shomrei Shabbat ve'korei oneg.
Bottom of that page, together. The meaning of Shabbat is to celebrate time rather than space. 6 days a week, we live under the tyranny of things of space. On Shabbat, we try to become attuned to holiness in time. It is a day on which we are called upon to share in what is eternal in time, to turn from the results of creation to the mystery of creation, from the world of creation to the creation of the world. Baruch atah Adonai, Mekadesh HaShabbat.
Retzei, Retzei, Retzei Adonai Eloheinu be'amcha Yisrael utefilatam be'ahavat kamel utehi leratzon tamid utehi leratzon tamid Avodat Yisrael Amecha. Baruch Ata Adonai, She'otecha levadecha be'ir anavod. She'otecha levadecha be'ir anavod.
We continue reading responsively at the bottom of page 214. Every Shabbat and every day is an opportunity for us to give thanks with the words Modim Anachnu Lach. For the expanding grandeur of creation, worlds known and unknown, galaxies beyond galaxies filling us with awe and challenging our imaginations, Modim Anachnu Lach. For this fragile planet Earth, its times and tides, its sunsets and seasons. Modim Anachnu Lach. For the joy of human life, its wonders and surprises, its hopes and achievements together.
Modim Anachnu Lach.
For human community, our common past and future hope, our oneness transcending all separation, our capacity to work for peace and justice in the midst of hostility and oppression.
Modim Anachnu Lach.
For high hopes and noble causes, for faith without fanaticism, for understanding of views not shared.
Modim Anachnu Lach.
For all who have labored and suffered for a fairer world, who have lived so that others might live in dignity and freedom. Modim Anachnu Lach. For human liberties and sacred rights, for opportunities to change and grow, to affirm and choose. Modim Anachnu Lach. We pray that we may live not by our fears, but by our hopes, not by our words, but by our deeds. Baruch atah Adonai, hatov shimcha ulecha na'eh lehodot. O God, may we never become complacent, faltering in our effort to build a world of peace. Let the nations know and understand that justice and right are better than dominion and conquest. May all come to see that it is not by might nor by power, but by your Spirit that life prevails. Praised are you, Adonai, who blesses your people Israel with peace. Baruch atah Adonai, hamvarech et amo Yisrael b'shalom. We offer up whatever prayer the heart may prompt.
Shalom tova uvracha, chen v'chesed v'rachamim, aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael, amecha. Sim shalom tova uvracha, chen v'chesed v'rachamim, aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael, amecha. Barcheinu yotzreinu kulanu ke'echad be'or panecha. Barcheinu yotzreinu kulanu ke'echad be'or panecha. Sim shalom tova uvracha, chen v'chesed v'rachamim, aleinu, aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael, Amecha. Ki ve'or panecha natata lanu Adonai Eloheinu. Torat Chaim ve'ahavat chesed u'tzedakah u'veracha ve'rachamim ve'chayim ve'shalom. Sim shalom tova uvracha chen v'chesed ve'rachamim aleinu aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael. Amecha.
We transition now to our Seder Kriyat HaTorah, our service for the reading of Torah, our chance to stand at Sinai and receive the Torah once again. And we call forward the following members of Stephanie's family to join us up on the bima. Standing at our ark doors are her cousins Ari and Seth. Don't open them yet, but pick a door, either door. Sitting on the rabbi's side, we welcome Stephanie's grandparents, Sandy and Mark. And sitting on the on the rabbi's side, and the only empty chair remaining, we welcome forward her cousin Abby. Once she gets a lap free. And while they're not coming up onto the bima at this moment, we also welcome her Uncle Mark and Aunt Sharon, who are going to be closing the ark doors later on, and her Aunt Amy, who will be celebrating with an aliyah later on as well.
Our service continues with the Torah service on page 244. Please rise.
Ein kamocha Elohim Adonai ve'ein kema'asecha Malchutcha malchut kol olamim U'memshaltecha bechol dor vador Adonai melech Adonai malach Adonai imloch leolam va'ed Adonai oz le'amo yitein Adonai yivarech et amo v'shalom.
V'zot HaTorah asher sam Moshe lifnei v'nei Yisrael. This is the Torah, a light for our eyes, a guide for our ways, black fire and white fire, passed down from generation to generation in an unending shalshelet lekabbalah, an unending chain of transmission, from Moses to Joshua, Joshua to the elders to the prophets to the sages to all of us. And now, Stephanie, from your grandparents and your mother to you, that you may be that next link in this chain of tradition.
Stephanie, I wish for you a life of deep satisfaction, love, health, and joy. I wish that you will continue to light up every room that you walk into. I wish that you will nurture your already amazing emotional intelligence and let your relationships nurture you back. I wish that you will learn to follow your gut because it will usually lead you in the right direction. I wish that you will continue to be the sweet person that you have already grown to be in your 12 and a half years, and that you stay as appreciative and happy as you have been so far every day of your life. I wish that as your mother, I will be able to provide what you need and allow you to find your own way when that is what you need. I want you to think of your life not as a race or a prize to be won, but as a place for your dreams to be fulfilled, self to be expressed, and love to be shared. I give thanks for this day and for the growth and learning which preceded it and which I hope will follow it.
And let us all say together,
Amen.
Assemble the people, men, women, and children, and the strangers in your cities, to hear, to learn, to revere Adonai your God, to observe faithfully the words of this Torah, and let their children who do not know it yet hear that they too may learn to revere Adonai your God. Our service continues on page 248.
Baruch Shenatan Torah, Torah. Baruch Shenatan Torah, Torah. Le'amon Yisrael b'kedushato. Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu. Adonai Echad, Echad Eloheinu, Gadol Adonenu, Kadosh Shemo. Gadlu Adonai iti, uneromema Shemo yachdav. Lecha Adonai hagedola, ve'hagevora, ve'hatiferet, ve'hanetzach, ve'hachod. Kichol b'shamayim u'ba'aretz, kichol b'shamayim u'ba'aretz. Lecha Adonai ha'malacha, ve'amikaseh. Al-Shlosha Devarim ha'olam omed, Al-Shlosha Devarim ha'olam omed, Al HaTorah ve'al ha'avodah ve'al gemilut chasadim, Al HaTorah ve'al ha'avodah ve'al gemilut chasadim, Al-Shlosha Devarim ha'olam omed, Al-Shlosha Devarim ha'olam omed, Al-Shlosha Devarim.
we can set aside our prayer books and take up our Chumashim, our study text of Torah. If you're wondering which book that is, helpfully it's the one that says the Torah on the front of it. So the ones you guys grabbed at the beginning, yeah. We are in Parashat Bahar. It's a double portion this week, but we're doing Parashat Bahar for our Torah reading this morning. Leviticus chapter 25, beginning with verse 1. You can find the reading in the Plout commentary on page 850. Page 850. If you were here last night, don't answer this question. They already know. I'm going to say a sentence to you. Tell me where you find it. Proclaim liberty throughout the land and to all the inhabitants thereof. Oh, come on. You guys know where this is. Where do you find this? Proclaim liberty throughout the land and to all the inhabitants thereof. Who's to say it louder? The Liberty Bell. The Liberty Bell. It's not just a neon thing that dings when there's a win at the Phillies game, right? It's a real thing. The Liberty Bell. We all know the Liberty Bell. Where did they get that sentence from? Our Torah portion. The original context is talking about the Jubilee year, which Stephanie is going to talk about in her Devar Torah. But this is where they got the inspiration from, this idea that we must proclaim liberty throughout the land. A reminder to us that Torah lives. It is not just something that we pull out for special occasions, but something that is meant to inspire us day after day. So let's look for that line when it comes up. Once again, page 850, Leviticus chapter 25, beginning with verse 1. For our first aliyah, we call forward Stephanie's mother Betsy and her aunt Amy to recite blessings before and after the reading. Mishaberach avotenu v'imotenu hu yavarech et Shoshana Bruria bat Beryl, v'Aviva bat Beryl sha'alu lichvod Torah.
Baruch Adonai HaMavarach Le'olam Va'ed.
Baruch atah Le'olam Va'ed. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher bachar banu mikol ha'amim v'natan lanu et torato. Baruch atah Adonai noten ha'torah. Amen.
Vaydaber Adonai el Moshe b'char Sinai lemor. Daber el bnei Yisrael v'amarta alehem ki tavo el haaretz asher ani noten lachem v'shavta haaretz Shabbat l'Adonai. Sheish shanim tizra sadecha v'sheish shanim tizmor karmecha v'asavta et tevuata.
For our second aliyah, we call upon Stephanie's grandparents, Sandy and Mark, to recite blessings before and after the reading. Mishaberach avotenu v'imotenu hu yavarech et Tzipa bat Tzvi, Moshe ben Itzhak, sha'alu lichvod Torah.
Baruch Adonai HaMavarach Le'olam Va'ed.
Baruch Adonai HaMavarach Le'olam Va'ed. Baruch Ato Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher bachar banu mikol ha'amim v'natan lanu et torato. Baruch Ato Adonai noten ha'torah.
Amen.
Uvashana hashivit Shabbat Shabbaton yeh la'aret Shabbat l'Adonai sadcha lo tizra v'charmecha lo tizmor et tzefia kitzircha lo tiksur v'et invei nazirecha lo tivsur shanat Shabbaton yeh la'aretz v'chaita Shabbat ha'aretz lachem L'uchla lecha ulavdecha v'la'amatecha v'liskircha u'letoshavecha hagarim imav v'levhemtecha v'lachaya asher b'artzecha tiyeh kol tevuata lecho.
Eloheinu melech haolam asher natan lanu Torah emet v'chayei olam v'tachenu. Baruch Ato Adonai noten ha'torah.
Amen. And for our third and final aliyah, we call upon our bat mitzvah, our bal'at kriyah, we call upon Stephanie May.
Ta'amod, ta'amod, ta'amod. Tzviato lavat Shoshana Bruria, abachor
Asher Bachar Banu Mikol Hamim, V'natan Lanu et Torato, Baruch Atah Adonai, Noten HaTorah. Amen. V'safarta lecha, Sheva Shabtot Shanim, Sheva Shanim, Sheva Pamim, V'chayu lecha, Yemei Sheva Shabtot HaShanim, Tesha V'arba'im Shana, V'ha'avarta Shofar Teruah, B'chodesh HaShvi'it, Batzort L'chodesh B'yom HaKippurim, Taviru Shofar B'chol Artechem, V'gidashtem et Shnat HaChamishim, Shana Ugeratem Deror, Ba'aretz L'cho Yeshvecha, Yovel Hi Tieh Lachem, V'shavtem Ish El Achuzato, Ve'ish El Mishpachto, Tashuvu. Baruch Atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, Asher natan lanu Torah emet, V'chayei olam nata b'tochenu. Baruch Atah Adonai Noten HaTorah.
Amen.
We rise for Hazbat and we love the lifting up and addressing of our sacred Torah.
Let's Lord HaTorah, Asher Sam Moshe, Lifnei Bnei Yisrael, Al Pi Adonai, Ve'ad Moshe. Let's Lord HaTorah, Asher Sam Moshe, Lifnei Bnei Yisrael, Al Pi Adonai, Ve'ad Moshe. La 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 la
Our Haftarah is the Haftarah for Bechukotai, Jeremiah 17, beginning with verse 5. You can find it in the Plaut Chumash, the same book you were following the Torah in, but this time on page 881. Page 881. Those of us who do Birkat HaMazon, the grace after meals in Judaism, will be familiar with some of these lines. For we read, Aror HaGever Asher Yivtach Ba'adam. Cursed is the person who trusts in human beings, but Baruch HaGever Asher Yivtach Ba'adonai, B'haya Adonai Mivtacho. Blessed is the one who trusts in God and whose assurance is in God. And for those of you who are used to doing Birkat HaMazon, now you've got the tune stuck in your head. So page 881, Jeremiah 17, beginning with verse 5.
Baruch Atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, Asher bachar b'neviim tovim, v'ratza b'divreihem hane'emarim b'emet. Baruch Atah Adonai habocher b'torah, u'v'Moshe avdo, u'v'Yisrael amo, Uvinviei ha'emet v'tzedek. Ko Amar Adonai Arur HaGever Asher Yivtach Ba'adam V'sam Basar Zer'o Umin Adonai Yasur Libo V'chaya Ke'ar Barava V'lo Yir'eh Ki Yavo Tov V'shachan Harerim Bamidbar Eretz Melecha V'lo Teshev Baruch HaGever Asher Yivtach Adonai V'chaya Adonai Mivtacho וחיה כעץ, שתו אל מים, ואל יובל ישלח שורשיו, ולא יראה כי יבוא וחיה עליהו רענן, ובשנת בצורת לא ידאג, ולא ימיש מעשות פרי. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, Asur kol haolamim, Sadiq bechol hadarot, Ha'el hane'eman, Ha'omer ve'oseh, Ha'menaber u'mekayim, Shekol divarav emet v'tzedek, Al haTorah ve'al ha'avodah ve'al hanevi'im ve'al yom ha'shabbat hazeh, Shanatata lanu Adonai Eloheinu L'kedusha v'limenuha L'kavod u'letifaret Al hakol Adonai Eloheinu Anachnu modim lach Mevarchim otach Yitbarak shimha b'fi kol hai Tamid le'olam va'ed Baruch atah Adonai Mekadesh HaShabbat.
Amen. Our service continues on page 256. Let's rise and we welcome up to the ark Stephanie's Uncle Mark and Aunt Sharon. Page 256. Right here. Oh, someone's unhappy. And then you're going to read.
Let us praise the name of Adonai, for God's name alone is exalted.
Yehalelu et shem Adonai, ki niskav shemo levado. Hodo al eretz v'shamayim, vayarem elelei amo, tehila lechol chasidav, libnei Yisrael am kirovo. Hallelujah, hallelujah.
God's Torah is perfect, reviving the soul. God's teaching is sure, making wise the simple. God's precepts are right, delighting the mind. God's mitzvot are clear, giving light to the eyes. God's word is pure, enduring forever. God's judgments are true and altogether just.
Eitz Chaim v'hilamach hazikimav v'tomecheha me'ushar teracheha darchei noam v'chol netzivoteha shalom.
We may be seated. We invite Stephanie's family members to go back and take their seats after loving on her on their way down, howsoever they wish. Oh, yeah.
Thank you.
Turn on the picture. You all right? You good? Cool. Give me a chance to sit down and then go for it. You're doing great.
And go slow. My Torah portion is Bahar Leviticus 25, 1 through 10. In the parashah that I read, it explains that after 6 years of growing crops, you take a sabbatical year in the 7th year. A sabbatical is a period of paid leave guaranteed to a university teacher or other worker for study or travel, traditionally 1 year for every 7 years worked. During that time, you may not harvest your crops nor prune them. During the 7th year, all of the animals and workers on your farm and in the wild may eat whatever your crops give. Then after 49 years, the 50th year, is the Jubilee year. or the Year of Atonement. In this year, as if almost everything resets, all the workers go back to their families and land is returned. While the farmers are not allowed to eat crops on the farm in the 7th year, nothing said they couldn't save more for later. I am a saver. I love to save and keep my money safe for something important in the future, not just blowing it off on the new cool thing. My school friends know that I hate to spend bills so much that I once paid in quarters to buy something. Also, I like to keep track of my money so I don't lose any of it. Anyway, saving is not only good for saving food, as the Israelite people did, but also saving money for the future, not just blowing it off until you have nothing left. It could save your life. If the Israelites didn't save any food, they would have starved. Also, if you get into an accident or your house catches on fire, you have no leverage to keep you going and have loads of debt if you borrow money from the bank. This one house down the street from us had to be renovated twice. First, when they bought the house, because it was really run down, and the owners did most of the renovations themselves. The second reason is because their house caught on fire one day, about a week or two after they finally moved in. Things like a house burning down are coincidental, and you can never know when these things will happen, so you'll always need to be prepared. Another thing that I learned from my portion is to stay positive. If God commands you not to harvest your crops, you can't fight with God and whine about it. You have to find a positive way to get through it. You need to overcome the challenge with a smile. Never give up, as my mom always says. While you are not allowed to harvest your crops, always keep positive. Think, oh, I could be learning to do something new, not just wasting my time sulking around. Use the time wisely to help you in the future. When I was little, I hated to swim so much at my camp in the summer. Swimming at a summer camp in a pool on a hot day was inevitable, so I had to start to like it at some point. I was very scared of the water. I refused to go in until someone was holding me. The next year, my mom signed me up for swim team. I was very nervous and scared of how deep the pool was and having to swim a ton of laps. I kept my head held high and went through with it, even though I didn't really love it, but it was good for me. The next year, I got more excited about swim team. I got a lot better that year. I even learned how to swim butterfly. Anyway, the next few years, I got better and better and had a lot of fun with all the new friends that I made. Then I joined the winter swim team at the JCC. I loved it. We've been undefeated 3 years in a row and won champs all of those years. I overcame the inevitable challenge of swimming, and now I love to swim and can't wait for my summer swim team to start practicing. I kept my head held high with positivity leading the way. For my mitzvah project, I cooked with friends and family to learn about their heritage and ancestors. I had a wonderful time chatting and baking a family recipe that we thought of. Listening to this made me think of how my great-great-grandparents were immigrants and how hard it was for them to have to leave their homes and come to America. This was a big challenge for them, and they overcame it and led a better life in America. They had to be so brave to pick up and leave just like that. I learned a lot from reading this portion and thankful it taught me all that it did. I would like to thank Averet Silber for teaching me how to read my Torah portion, the cantor for teaching me to chant my portion, the rabbi for helping me with the speech, and finally I would like to thank my mom for always encouraging me to practice and driving me to most of my lessons. Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom.
Mazel tov, Stephanie. I'm Susan Detweiler. I'm representing the leadership of the congregation and by extension the entire congregation as we congratulate you on this wonderful job you did. And personally, I'd like to say thank you. You thanked a lot of people in your speech, but I want to thank you for doing this so confidently and to put so much effort into doing this right. I've really appreciated it, made it possible for us to hear the words of Torah. Thank you. You spoke also about saving, and your mitzvah project was also saving. The fact that you were sitting down and saving this, listening to and collecting the stories and the recipes of your heritage, you're saving that heritage, and I hope that you continue to save that heritage and continue to look for and listen for the stories of the people who came before you so that you can pass it on unto your Jubilee year and the Jubilee years that come after that for the people who come after you. And now on behalf of the congregation, I'd like to present you, on behalf of the congregation, the sisterhood, which I hope someday you decide to join, and the Brotherhood. We'd like to present you with some gifts from each of us. A Kiddush cup so that you can continue to celebrate Shabbat with your family, who I know is so very proud of you today. Certificates of congratulation, Union Grams, and a certificate from Nifty in Israel. And your own copy of the Siddur, Mishkan Tefillah, with your name on it, so you can't lose it, and it will not be anybody else's when you get to college. And inside it is inscribed, to Stephanie Rachel May, may your heart be hallowed by this book of prayer. Courageous in its faith, may you ever bow low before God and stand upright before mortals. Loyal to its message, may you love peace and pursue it. Love all people and bring them nigh unto God's Torah. Do justly, love mercy, and walk humbly with thy God. Presented by Congregation Beth Emeth in Wilmington, Delaware.
Thank you.
Congratulations again. And congratulations to you.
You spoke about the idea of sabbatical, because that's what you read about. And you talked about the need to prepare for it, the need to be ready for anything. But there's another aspect to the sabbatical as well. Just like the Sabbath, it is a time for the land or for any person to be able to take a breath, to pause, to reflect on what is meaningful and important in your own life. It is very easy in our lives to go at breakneck pace, to move non-stop, to never have that moment to pause and reflect and think about, what does this all mean? You talk about being a saver. My hope and my prayer for you is that you are able to save for yourself moments and opportunities to reflect, to consider, to take in, to breathe, to see the holiness around you, not just to give, but to receive as well. It's my pleasure to share words of blessing over you, and for I and your mom to share words of charge and blessing over you. And for that, I invite this congregation to rise.
May you be blessed as you go on your way. May you be guided in peace. May you be blessed with health and joy. May this be her blessing. Amen. 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 May this be her blessing. Amen. 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 May this be her blessing. Amen. May you be sheltered by the wings of peace. May you be kept in safety and in love. May grace and compassion find their way to your soul. May this be her blessing. Amen. 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 blessing. Amen. 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 May this be her blessing. Amen.
Danny, would you join us back up on the beam?
Yivarechecha Adonai ve'yishmerecha.
May God bless you and keep you and guard you and guide you.
Ya'er Adonai panav elecha v'chuneka.
May God's light shine in you, shine upon you, inspire you, and be gracious to you.
Yisa Adonai panav elecha v'yasem lecha
May God always be present in your life and grant you shalom, peace, as we say all of us together. Amen. We remain standing as we turn back to our prayer books to page 282. Page 282 for Elena Lichabel.
Aleinu l'shabeach l'adon hakol, l'ateit v'lula li'ozer b'reishit, shelo asanu kegoyei haratzot, velo samanu kemishpechot ha'adama, shelo sam chelkeinu ka'em, v'gor aleinu kehol ha'onam, v'anachnu korim, u'mishtachavim u'modim, lifnei melech malchei hamlachim, hakadosh baruch hu. ונאמר, והיה אדוני למלך על כל הארץ, ביום ההוא יהיה אדוני אחד, ושמו אחד.
Please be seated. On page 294, Adonai Natan v'Adonai Lakach, Yehi Shem Adonai Mevorach. God gives, God takes away. Blessed be the name of God. If you are missing someone whom you've lost in the last 30 days, or in the first year of your mourning, or observing a yahrzeit, the anniversary of loved ones passing this Shabbat, I invite you to rise at this time. And if it is your custom to rise to remember those whom only we can remember, I invite you to do so as we join together in Mourner's Kaddish. Yit Gadal v'yit Kadash, Shemei Rabbah, v'alma divrach hirutei, v'amlich malchutei, v'chayechon uvyomechon, uv'chayei d'chol Beit Yisrael, ba'agala ubizman kariv v'imru, Amen. Yehei Shemei Rabbah mevarach le'olam olamei almaya, Yitbarach, Yishtabach, Yitpa'ar, Yitromam, Yitnaseh, V'yithadar, V'yit'aleh, V'yithalal, Shemei D'Kudisha, Barichu, Le'ela min kol birchata v'shirata, Tushbechata v'nechamata, Da'amiran bi'alma, V'yimru, Amen. Yehi Shalom Araba min Shemaya, V'chayim aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael, V'yimru, Amen. Oseh Shalom b'mromav, Huya Aseh Shalom. Aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael, v'imru, Amen. We think of our loved ones whom death has recently taken from us, those who died at this season in years past, and those whom we have drawn into our hearts with our own. We remember Annette Hart, Lori Schenker Pollock, Sylvia Meltzer, Alan Romanoff, Karen Bard Ginsburg, Henry Beckler, Morris Altman, Morris Carl Blumberg, Paul Kramer, Arthur Groland, Sadie Kyle, Lena Levy, Hermine Miller, Anna Schur, Ruth Schur, Edna Topkis, and Vitalia Topkis. And I would ask if you have a name to add, feel free to do so as my eyes scan around the room. Zichronam livracha, may their memories be a blessing as we say, Amen. Please be seated. Mazal Tov to you, Stephanie, to you, to your whole family. I know today is a day of Nachas, a day of Mazel, a day of Simcha, a day of real rejoicing on the Bima, and real rejoicing immediately following. We'll have a chance to make Kiddush and Hamotzi from the Bima, and then there's going to be something waiting for us just outside the sanctuary so we can continue to enjoy each other's company before we continue on to the celebration. For those who are with us for the first time or who we haven't seen in a while, Bruchim Habayim, welcome. It is a joy to see so many members of our community, members of the JCC community here worshiping with us this morning. Whether you are new to the congregation, whether you have been with us before, you are always welcome to join us any Shabbat morning. Torah study always at 9:30, services 11 o'clock. We'd love to have you here. With that, we'll conclude our service as we began, joining with our cantor, Mark Stanton, and our music director, Dennis Stewart, in song.
We continue as we rise for Ivdu et Adonai B'Simcha, worship God with gladness, come into God's presence with singing and clapping. You can keep the books down and join me in clapping. Ivdu et Adonai B'Simcha, 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 Ivdu et Adonai B'Simcha. La 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 la. La 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 la. Ivdu et Adonai B'Simcha, Ivdu et Adonai B'Simcha, Ivdu et Adonai B'Simcha, Ivdu et Adonai B'Simcha.
You can find the words for Kiddush Hagadol on page 300.
ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. ביני ובין בני ישראל אותי לעולם, כי ששת ימים עשה אדוני את השמיים ואת הארץ. וביום השביעי שבת וינפש. על כן ברך אדוני את יום השבת ויקדשהו. ברוך אתה אדוני אלוהינו מלך העולם Borei peri hagafen. Chaim. Hamotzi lechem min haaretz. We give thanks to God for bread. Our voices rise in song together as our prayer is joyfully said. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, hamotzi lechem min haaretz. Amen.
Shabbat shalom.
Shabbat shalom. Thank you.
I know you're on the road, but I want to make sure you walk off with all your stuff. So I'm grabbing all of this. Got it?
good now. Yeah, you got it.